Well, welcome back. Let's pick up where we left off on the last video. I was yapping about the front end and how I'm investigating what's bent and all that jazz. And I need to take some more things apart. So that's where we're going to pick up this video, where we take some things apart and continue the journey. Here we go. Okay, this patio heater works pretty dang good. I'm pretty impressed with the amount of heat it's putting out. Right here isn't too bad at all. Okay. That's not good. Okay, I found the right torch bit, I think. Yep, my torch bits and some body panel clips. I'm hoping if I forget how to put this together, some of these videos might show me how well they took off. Don't know if I need this one. I'm picking it up. Okay, there's a couple body clips underneath there. Let's see if there's any screws underneath there. Might be a screw underneath there. Feels like it. Let me climb underneath. That old man climbing underneath. Oh, Wyatt already got that one from the skid plates. We took off the skid plates on Saturday too. They're just big old plastic plates, skid plates that go underneath. Yeah. Oh, well, that one came out interesting. The whole thing came out. These are what's holding these in underneath, these little clips. I don't know if that helps. I called the body shop today. Surprised they were open on President's Day, but called the local body shop and asked them, hey, what would you charge to put this on the frame rack and bend things back? And he said the last one he did was $1,000, and the owner provided all the roll cage parts and stripped it mostly down. $1,000. So I might call another couple just to see. Okay, let's take this off maybe. It's full of mud. Okay, that's a car wash, pressure washer candidate. Okay, so first assessment, nothing bent over here, which is good because I didn't expect anything. The hit was on the driver's side, whatever they hit, and broke those A-arms. But I wanted to expose this so I can start run some measurements and check from here to the tire, from the other side to the tire, and just check and see how things are lined up. That'll help me understand what's going on. I've got it on jack stands. I don't know if I have the jack stands perfectly aligned. Let's see what we're measuring right now. Okie dokie. From the jack stand to the top of this, actually we're gonna go to the bottom. Oh, 17 and an 8. Yeah, 7 inches. Let's go see what the other one shows. Move my phone with me, because that's what I shoot everything with, is my handy dandy Samsung phone. Okay. Where I stepped on the tripod once and broke it. Broke one of the legs. We had 17 roughly, right? Now this one's took a little hit. That's 17 3/4, but I know it's lifted up. It took a hit. Just for fun. What are these? What's this thing running? Seven and a quarter. But I know this is hit right here because there's a bend right there, and it's lifted up. So There's a little buckle right there we'll have to fix. So this definitely took the hit. Okay. Yeah, that's right at 17. So I think we're gonna go look on the other side. I think this needs to come down. You can see it's buckled right here. So we need to pull that down. And that's pulling on the roll cage, so that's why I wanna straighten that roll cage and then come back. I might even take off the roll cage, then come back and address this thing. So, 17. I spent a lot of time Saturday measuring, and I think that's the problem right there. Okay, let's go back to the other side. It's always fun when I feel like I'm talking to myself. Just to the level on the plastic. Is it level? Bring it on the ground. It is indeed. Okay. So that's what we know. That driver's side is tweaked up. That's the issue. Ha. So with that tweaked up, that's why it's behaving that. That when we get the roll cage bent over, we need to come back to this side. Come back to this side, and we're going to pull that dent out right there. Then we're going to try to push this down to where it's 17 inches or level. We'll do level and see what that does for us. I've climbed underneath there. You want to see what's underneath there? It's dirty right now, but I've been inspecting. Okay. Here's what it looks like underneath. It's just dirty. I took those skid plates off. But I've crawled around there and I don't see anything too bad. I don't actually see any damage up there. The only damage I see is this driver's side left front, right there. And you can see actually, if you look straight across, you can see that that corner is just lifted up a little bit. So we're gonna end up pulling that down. Don't know how yet, but we're gonna. And everything else is in good shape. Like I say, I just pulled off the skid plate, so it hasn't been cleaned or squirted off. But I've checked everything. And I'm not seeing any damage to the undercarriage at all, or the frame, or bent, or cracked paint, or nothing. Of course, it is a little dirty, but nothing there. So, that corner. And then this rear end, I still don't know what the deal is with this. The more I got looking at it, the left tire turns in, and the right tire turns. Yeah, it's not doing it right now. Oh, it's on jack stands. But when it's down, it pokes out, leans to the right as well. So something's tweaked back here, and I'll be figuring that out. But like I say, I think I'm gonna continue stripping it and get it ready for straightening that roll cage. And then I'll probably end up taking the roll cage off as we try to pull that down. We'll see. So I'm going to continue to take a few more parts off. The other thing I wanted to show, this door that I left on actually opens and closes fairly well. I can open it and close it. It closes pretty good, but as we know, this column or this roll cage is bent out, so it's obviously not latching the two latches that it's supposed to. It latches the first latch, but that tells me a lot. And from what I can see, it's just this middle and this front that's bent out. The rear seems to be fine. I've measured across there, and that's square, and then the glass was in there, and it didn't have any weird seams or anything around it. So I think it's good. So I'll have to make sure I don't pull on that rear and strap that down when I pull it back. But yeah, that door fits fairly well. I have new hinges for this and this. Came in the kit. You have to buy the kit if you want one of them, and I need one for the other side, but not too shabby. Alrighty, well, despite my best intentions of leaving this rear end until we move the cage over, I've dug into it a little bit. So I've been troubleshooting it, and I've got this tore apart. Let's see if I can get my phone to point at that. I've got this passenger side tore apart, and I'm still investigating what the problem is. I don't see anything in the subframe that's bent, so now I'm trying to take the axles out, see if the axles are pushing it some way. But that's what my latest effort has been in. I've got a few video shots of it, but I would sure like to get this suspension operating properly and all ironed out before I pull that cage over. So I'm just gonna keep investigating.